This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So UNLV's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Grab near the sticks, it's Reynolds. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field. They fake it. The fake, and he wants to throw. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it, wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll just down it right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down and make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. On the option. Nice move to keep running.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Give to the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He has the first and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dances away to buy time. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Vegas. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Calandria. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big
breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Falcons will punt this one away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Thomas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Turning it on. Runs through the tackle. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Sticks it in his belly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Falcons! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. You got to believe they just want to run it. Or the football and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Now the toss. Showed off. Not every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a...
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.